Hi, I am Aida Kanatovna, and now I want to tell you about present continuous tense. The present continuous, sometimes called the present progressive tense in English, is really easy to make and is the same for all verbs. As with all tenses in English, the speaker's attitude is as important in the time of the action or event. When someone uses the present continuous, they are thinking about something that is unfinished or incomplete. How to form the present continuous tense. To make affirmative sentences in the present continuous, we use the subject followed by the appropriate form of the auxiliary verb to be and the main verb in the ing form. Subject plus am/is/are plus verb plus ing. I'm doing my homework. My sister is sitting on the sofa. They're riding their bikes. The next. Negative sentences in the present continuous. To make negative sentences in the present continuous, we simply change the auxiliary verb to be from positive to negative. Subject plus am/is/are plus not plus verb and ing. I'm not doing my homework. My sister is not sitting on the sofa. They're not riding their bikes. To make question in the present continuous, you invert the subject and the auxiliary verb to be. So the structure is am/is/are plus subject plus verb and ing. Are you doing your homework? Is your sister sitting on the sofa? Are they riding their bikes? So how do we spell the present continuous tense? We make the present continuous tense by adding ing to the base verb. Normally, it's simply, we just add ing, but sometimes we have to change the word a little. Perhaps we double the last letter or we drop a letter. Here are the rules to help you know how to spell the present continuous. The first, just add ing to the base verb. Work, working, play, playing, see, seeing, be, being. The next, if the base verb ends in the consonant plus stressed vowel plus consonant, double the last letter. For example, stop, stopping, run, running, begin, beginning. Note that this exception doesn't apply when the last syllable of the base verb is not stressed. Open, opening. The next, if the base verb ends in ie, change the ie to y. Lie, lying, die, dying. If the base verb ends in vowel plus consonant plus e, omit the e. Come, coming, mistake, mistaking. The present continuous, which is used to describe action in progress, is one of the most regularly used tenses in English. So let's look at how to use this important form in detail, using the present continuous tense. The first, we use the present continuous for things that are happening at the moment of speaking. These things usually last for a quite short time and they are not finished when we are talking about them. I am working at the moment. Please call back as we are eating dinner now. Julie is sleeping. The next. We can also use this tense for other kinds of temporary situations even if the action isn't happening at this moment. John's working in a bar until he finds a job in his field. He might not be working now. I'm reading a really great book. She's staying with her friend for a week. The next, we can use the present continuous for temporary or new habits. For normal habits that continue for a long time, we use the present simple. We often use this with expressions like these days or at the moment. He's eating a lot these days. She's swimming every morning. She didn't used to do this. You're smoking too much. The next, another present continuous use is for habits that are not regular but that happen very often. In this case, we usually use an adverb like always, forever, constantly. Often we use the present continuous in this way to talk about an annoying habit. You're forever losing your keys. She is constantly missing the train. Lucy's always smiling. And the last one, the next use is for definite future arrangements with a future time word. In this case, we have already made a plan and we are pretty sure that the event will happen in the future. For example, I'm meeting my father tomorrow. We are going to the beach at the weekend and I am leaving at 3. So we can use this tense or any other continuous tense with stative verbs. Verbs not used in the present continuous. There are many verbs that cannot be used. These are verbs that are not actions but describe states or preferences. For these verbs, we use the present simple. For example, I'm hating you, it's wrong. I hate you, it's right. He is loving the cake, it's wrong. She loves the cake, it's correct. So, here are examples of preference verbs that cannot be used in the present continuous tense. For example, to love, to like, to hate, to dislike, to care, to mind, to want, to wish, to prefer, to appreciate. The next. Here are some state verbs that are also not used in the present continuous. To know, to remember, to understand, to forget. This rule also applies to the 5 senses: to feel, to hear, to see, to smell, to taste. And with verbs that express an idea or belief: to think, to suppose, to believe, to feel, to doubt, to assume, to consider. Other verbs that are only used in the present simple tense are to seem, to look, to be, to have. Present continuous is a verb tense which is used to show that an ongoing action is happening now, either at the moment of speech or now in a large sense. The present continuous can also be used to show that an action is going to take place in the near future. That's all. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.